I'm Joel Jackson, and welcome to the Blue Meatball. Today's Election Day, America. Time to go out there and vote. This message is specifically for swing voters, independent voters, libertarian type voters who support guys like Ron Paul, Gary Johnson. I am a die-hard Ron Paul supporter. I believe in 2008, Montana was the only state where Ron Paul was on the general election ballot for president. I supported Ron Paul for years. My friends, family, and neighbors have supported Ron Paul for years. Gary Johnson couldn't even get 1% of the vote during the Republican primary. If you want a really conservative or really libertarian candidate, the time to back them, the time to push them forward is during the primary. When it comes to the general election, all you're doing by voting for that libertarian or independent or third-party candidate is giving your vote to Obama. It is a vote against Romney. Now, I don't like Romney that much. He's not conservative. He's Republican. But he has to have libertarian and conservative votes in order to win the presidency. Therefore, he is dependent on us for success. In order to repeal Obamacare, clean up all the other liberal messes that have gone on for the last 4 years of Obama's presidency, 6 to 8 years if you count Pelosi and Reid's mess, we have to have a Republican president, a Republican Senate, a Republican Congress. That's the only way this stuff gets cleaned up. Now, sure, if you live in a red state and Romney's going to carry 65% of the vote, sure, go ahead and vote for Gary Johnson if it makes you feel good. But if you live in New Hampshire, where they're polling even, and Johnson could take up to 2% of the vote, you are re-electing Obama. And you say, well, it's a principle. I'm not going to vote for the lesser of two evils. I know how you feel. It makes me sick to have to vote for a Republican, not a conservative. But what's the alternative? I'm going to vote for Johnson, stand on the principle of the matter, and then Obama gets reelected, and if you think 4 years were bad when he still had to get reelected, how bad do you think it's going to be? You remember the last 110 days of Bill Clinton's presidency? The terrorists he pardoned, all the stuff he did, illegal land grab on the Missouri River, where he just unilaterally declared through the BLM that private property along the Missouri River was a national monument, couldn't be developed or resold. This was private property. He did all kinds of stuff like that. What do you think a communist, socialist, Marxist, ultra-progressive, ultra-liberal is going to do in his last 4 years? Especially since he likes to appoint czars and give executive orders. So what you're saying is you're going to stand on principle and you're going to vote for Ron Paul or Gary Johnson, and then what? You're going to have a shooting war in 4 years? 2 years? Will that benefit you and your family? People bleeding and dying in the streets because you stood on principle now? The beautiful thing about the Constitution is they fought the Revolutionary War for us and gave us this document so that in future revolutions in the United States, all we have to do is turn out and vote. Now, if you vote for Johnson and Romney barely loses your state because of that, Obama wins, then things are going to be 100 times worse than if Romney wins. Now, if Romney wins and the Republicans take the Senate, keep the House, and things don't get better, if they don't act conservatively, libertarian-like, and start to tear down government, pull back spending, and repair the economy, then in 4 years, it will be really, really easy to get a Gary Johnson, a Ron Paul, a Rand Paul, Senator Jim DeMint, somebody like that, it will be real easy for them to get through the Republican primary. Or to even run as a third-party candidate like Ross Perot did. You tried nobly to get Ron Paul, Gary Johnson, whoever, elected. You did your job. You campaigned for him. I donated money. How do you think I got this t-shirt? I donated more money than I could afford. Because I believe in strong conservatism, libertarianism. I believe in the Constitution and Declaration of Independence. But Gary Johnson did not even poll high enough to get the government matching funds for his election. He didn't poll high enough to qualify for a national debate. Ross Perot did. He got on the debates. If he hadn't gone in and out of the campaign and the election, he may have won. Bill Clinton won the presidential election against George H.W. Bush without getting 50% of the vote. That's the first time that's happened since Abraham Lincoln, when the Republican Party split due to slavery. So is that what you want? You want to split the conservative, the libertarian, the Republican vote up, allow Obama to get back in, allow Obamacare to continue, allow unemployment to stagnate? Why? So you can say I stood on principles and then start a shooting war to get back America? No. We vote now, we vote today, and we save America one step at a time. We start to peel back the liberalism, the progressivism. I guess if you wanted to sum up my beliefs, I'm pretty close to Mark Levin. I like Michelle Bachmann. I like Ron Paul. And I wanted somebody of that strong conservative backbone to win. Now, yes, there were problems with Ron Paul's foreign policy, but my opinion was there's a pendulum between Republican spending and Democrat spending. Oh, we want to spend it on weapons. No, we want to spend it on food stamps. It goes back and forth, back and forth. Nobody ever touched the spending. Ron Paul was different enough, libertarian enough, even if you didn't agree with all his policies, that he would have upset that pendulum. Boom. And it would have reset the politics in America. Well, unfortunately, we missed that chance at the primary. So now, we're stuck with Mitt Romney. Whether you like it or not, he's as good as we're going to do this time. And our job as Americans is to stay on him, stay on our representatives, stay on our senators, and make them act conservatively. I have 2 Democrat senators. It doesn't matter what I email, call, or write to them about, they send me form letters covering up for the fact that they voted with Obama 95% of the time. John Tester might as well be Barack Obama's twin. Montana, you cannot re-elect John Tester. He will help Obama destroy America. This has been the Blue Meatball. Please vote today. But don't vote often like the Democrats do. Just vote once. It's your job. Have a good day, America, and God bless you.